bottom side of the map, and it means that BJ doesn't get to do his customary like sort of level 3 ganks, that style that he's built up over the years. He has no opportunity to use it.
Also, BJ now literally thinks Shio is insane because Shio spent like 4 minutes just not farming camp, sitting in the bush next to top lane. Like, BJ was covering and was like, this guy can't be here for 90 seconds, and then he just is. So, okay, into the draft now. I was wondering, do we see targeted bans at Adam? Darius is targeted, but you cannot forget, he can do the exact same thing on Olaf in terms of the early levels of the lane phase, and his Garen's no joke either. They actually just snap block the Renekton. All right.
I mean, this is the thing. This is the beauty of having a player like Adam on your team that has these pocket picks. It doesn't mean he can't play meta picks. I mean, Renekton, like when you think of the champions Adam plays, Renekton fits that style just beautifully. It's the best pick of the meta. Like, it still makes sense for him to play that meta pick and take it away from Sparta.
Oh, want to hear my T? My T is, I think Adam just locks in the Renekton because he's so confident in the top lane matchup, and he doesn't want to show any more of his 1v1 tech. You know, it's like, I don't want to show them that I'll just flash on you at Darius level. I don't want to show you what I do with my set. I don't want to show you any of that. I can just take the Renekton and crush in that 1v1. But already, I think this is a good start for Team Wales, especially with Cassante coming in for topside as a very powerful pick. And again, if we can just neutralize top lane, BJ's allowed to play through Artemis on the bot side of the map. That is a completely different story for Team Wales in Game 2.
I've got to say, for me, it's quite disappointing that Sparta isn't like a Pantheon one trick. I feel like
that is like Sparta, so real of you.
You want like a bit more. Anyway, we do get a Taliyah coming on through, which I've not seen that much Taliyah. I think it's been banned every game today so far. We are going to see that coming through for Nuke. I assume for Nuke. Depends on, we kind of have a double flex here, honestly.
Yeah. The BDS are keeping options open, but I'm kind of with you on that one in terms of the actual assignments. Meanwhile, Nautilus, very common pairing with the Kai'Sa on the bot side. Really easy to just sort of set up the passive procs on the Kai'Sa. Good damage there too if you're looking for all-ins. Nautilus base damage is very, very high for those 2v2 lanes. But we'll see, because I mean, already I think that Team Wales are reading that it is going to be Rel into the jungle for Shio, because otherwise maybe you keep options open and you can play things like the Braum, but Braum plus Kai'Sa probably not your favorite 2 versus 2 on the bot side. So it all makes sense. They're just taking things that are not really too contested at the moment.
Yeah, interesting to see the Jace ban. They obviously don't think Taliyah's going mid. And, you know, with the Nocturne ban coming on through, you'd anticipate if you want to take the Taliyah to mid, you probably want to ban something like the Azir maybe, like get rid of some of these difficult to deal with control mages for Taliyah. If they're not banning that, that does kind of signal that maybe it is going to be, you know, Shio taking that, the Rel going down into the support role as well.
Yeah, in the meantime, Nocturne banned away. BJ did play that 4 times over the course of the summer. You know, makes sense from the region that spawned the Levi, right? The Nautilus, you know, lane swap, or the Nautilus, the Nocturne lane swap, all that nonsense gets taken away. So BJ likely just goes back to that Viego. Makes some sense for him. He was not able to have really much early impact, just tried to trail around the top side, but I think now you really are looking to have Cassante completely neutralize top lane, and that frees BJ up to farm and then play around his mid-bot side.
Ezreal potentially going to be available for them once again. Cranley looking good in it in the previous game. Certainly a powerful pick right now.
He also just loves the Ezreal. Like, the man will, any excuse he can have to lock in the Ezreal, he will take that.
I feel like it's one of these things as well where a lot of the time, it is actually going to be Taliyah back in the mid lane. A lot of the time, like, people talk about Kai'Sa versus Ezreal being very Kai'Sa favored, but the problem is that's very exclusively in like the direct 1v1, where a lot of the time you don't see that. A lot of games you'll see this matchup, and Ezreal can kind of bypass a lot of that potential assassination, especially when you got Braum alongside it.
Yeah, you just sort of play range, play poke. Braum, like you're saying, can eat it all up. And then, when all things considered, between Ezreal and Taliyah sort of fishing with those Ws to sort of isolate a player, pick them off, you have a ton of burst damage, the ability to jump on players. You can also combo the Taliyah W with Rel ult so nicely, right? Rel brings everyone together, and then your W could hit 3-4 players, depending on how good that ulti is. So some really nice built-in combos on that front for Team BDS, but also just a very different look for them overall. This is definitely a game where Nuke can get a little bit more involved around the map, and it's not going to be as focused on Adam's lane dominance.
I do like this composition from Team Wales as well, where you've got Sparta on the Cassante, who can kind of absorb a lot of pressure up at the top side. Like, I'm still favoring Adam after what we saw in game number 1, but I feel like you can kind of relax a little bit from BJ's perspective and look towards your bottom lane. Look towards getting this Kai'Sa ahead. You've got a Nautilus to set you up there, and you've even got a powerful mid laner that's happy to get involved in the early scraps as well. So I feel like Team Wales can shift their focus away from what's going on up top and play for those Drakes.
And they're gonna have to, right? Because I do think they can get some pressure on the bot side. Really hard to play for kills though, right? Between Braum and Ezreal, it's hard to stick damage on those champions. They're very slippery as well. So I see this as a game where maybe it's a little bit more about BJ covering, getting priority, putting down vision inside the enemy jungle, taking crab priority, dragons, all those things. A bit more of a controlled early game from Team Wales, which I'm sure they would love to see after how haywire game 1 went.
Yeah, well, game number 1, absolutely brutal from the side of BDS. But the same was true against Golden Guardians. Then game number 2, things went a little bit pear-shaped for BDS in the early game against Golden Guardians. They still managed to come back and win by the end of things. But perhaps Team Wales can find some opportunities. Certainly a less aggressive comp from BDS. What we saw in game number 1, Artemis will get away.
Yeah, if Nuke took the pathing around the left side there, I think there might have been an angle. Probably would have required starting W, which, you know, not preferred on the Taliyah, but it's always there. It's always worth shouting out, though, that BDS were really known, especially in their run in the spring split, where they made all the way to the finals. A lot of people had them as favorites to win that. Of course, we all know Mad Lions ended up winning that and moving on to MSI. But BDS were really known for a lot of level 1 ideas with the invade. And when you have Taliyah, Ezreal, Braum, like, those 3 champions are just nuts at level 1. So no surprise to see them go for that. Team Wales sort of navigate their way out of what could have been a potentially hairy situation. But it's all about putting early vision down inside the enemy jungle, right? You've got that ward on the blue buff there. Over on the side, that circle's not going to go away for a long time. I hate to break it to you. My telestrator just turned off. So we're going to have a circle on the minimap.
You know, I like circles.
Just be aware that there are jungle camps down there.
Yeah, so...
and there's a ward on one jungle camp, just like in game 1.
The circle has dealt with itself.
All right.
Yeah,
no more
circles. Don't forget as well, everyone at home, you might be able to win a circle or not. But if you connect your League of Legends account with Prime Gaming, you can get a Heimerdinger emote. It's experimentation.
Yeah, his head's kind of like a circle.
Yeah, it's sort of circular.
Circle
it's yellow.
Glasses.
Like, it's similar. Yeah, circular glasses. We'll take that. It's good enough for me. As could be in trouble. Good little proc, but does get the aftershock, so it won't take too much damage.
All right, so BDS fully aware of sort of the early pathing of BJ, knows he's got to be starting on the top side of the map. So now BDS walk in, donate the extra hit to share the gold there between Crowny and Labrov. But with the prio they built on bot side, and now with Shio doing the exact same thing, just flipped onto the bot side of the map, it just looks like game 1 all over again. Labrov and Crowny look for the level 1 all-in with the Ezreal and Braum synergy, and now with that priority, instead of ganking, it's just going to be Shio stealing away a camp. This dude loves to live inside the enemy jungle.
Yeah, it feels like Shio's literally just switched which side of the map he's playing for. Good little knockback onto Glory here from Nuke. Scatter the weak. Doesn't quite land. Flash available, but not going to go forwards here. BJ's in the area.
Yeah, he actually read this invade happening. He didn't see it, had no info other than the fact that Labrov sort of went into the fog for a second. So by doing that and by not wasting any time, he now very likely snags all 3 camps on the top side. I think Shio's going to continue playing around bot. There might be an angle to threaten a look at a dive. Probably not all inning for that, but if you want to do it similar to game 1 where it's denying away minions underneath the tower now that he's found that the wolves are offline, could be an angle. Actually, mid lane might be a little juicier with how forward Glory is playing. It's really important Glory hugs that north-left side of the lane like he is now to deny that gank from Shio. And with that positioning, can't really do it.
North-left is an interesting combination of directions.
North by north-left. That's a famous movie, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll run with it. Why not? As Shio wants to move into the mid lane.
He goes to the upper west this time.
Moves upwards. But Nuke has this wave in just a perfect spot. Shio drops a ward out as well. Doesn't know that BJ's here, but BJ knows exactly where he is. Shio actually using everything on the crab here. It's stolen away by Glory. Shio might just have to flash over the wall here. He's kind of just duking it out right now for the time being. He's going to be... he still has
but Labrov
flash.
is here. Like, he was trying to buy time for the Labrov roam. Dude just completely sprinted up out of that bot lane. But it ends up looking a little bit like an int there from Shio. Did have the flash to escape. Just thought he could live a little bit longer.
Unfortunate for him is... Adam trying to trade once again with Sparta, but Sparta doing a much better job and a much easier matchup for him in terms of just neutralizing that Renekton. A little bit down in CS, but not, you know, at this point last time, I think he had 3 deaths, so we'll take this as an absolute
I don't care
win.
if Sparta has 0 CS. As long as he has 0 deaths, we're chilling. You know? He's going to be all right up there, especially now that BJ is hovering the lane. But, I mean, when you look at the jungle matchup now, BJ is a phenomenal spot. Ooh. A lot of damage onto Nuke, but he's okay. Just needs a reset without any mana there either. But, I mean, and the fact that he obviously gets the kill, but also got an extra camp off the invade on the bot side because he read what Shio was trying to do. Again, I want to stress that was not based off of vision. That was close. It was not based off vision. That was based off of very good game sense from BJ. And he's a player you got to keep your eyes on with Team Wales. He is so active.
There's Adam going for a plate there rather than a dive. Shio.
Show you the replay of just standing still and taking a lot of damage. It was nice to see Glory peel away this Scuttle Crab. Actually called for when he was tossing it in, I think, so BJ could get the smite, but yeah, I don't know. He was just sitting there with Flash. Yeah. Thought LeBron could get in time.
I mean, he was very tanky to start with. I think the thought process was, oh, these guys don't do any damage, but that was actually just Aftershock. Once Aftershock was gone, he just ran out.
I also think he thought he had 2 kills there. If he could stall so that Lebrov could flash jump to him with the W, bot lane.
Speaking of Lebrov, getting his passive stacked on both players here. Good damage coming out from him and Crowny in the bot 2v2. Doing a good job building a bit of a CS lead for themselves as we continue to just spar in every lane. And it has been enjoyable watching these laning phases, but with Drake up now, you can anticipate... Oh, no. Unlucky. Unlucky. Hits the minion there for Bia. But yeah, Drake started up now by Shio. Could be a catalyst for a fight.
Yeah, Nuke's just sort of been tanking damage in the mid lane to get the prio here. And has fallen a little bit behind. Glory did very well on the CS front in game number 1, too. But this is exactly the same. 6.5 minutes in, Shio just starts up the Drake. BJ's looking for damage. This could break out into a fight, but the Dragon's almost already gone.
Yeah, be in trouble. In fact, it's Lebrov that's in trouble. Taking down Drake. Gets picked up by Shio. Still has Flash. Luckily, saved his Flash in the previous
Dude, the man is just, it's like Paul Atreides in Dune. Timothy Chalamet, you can just see the future. He knew he could use that to save himself. All part of the plan.
Yeah, all part of the plan. He gets away, gets the Drake for his team. But hey, so far so good for Team Wales. Over 1,000 gold up right now. 2 kills on the board. They're feeling pretty good with how this early game is going. Artemis with that assist as well, but BJ, a solid early game. He's got a sizable lead over Shio this time around, and it feels like this is a team that when they can control the early game a little bit more, when they can go into the mid game a little bit more even, you feel much more comfortable.
Yeah, this is what game 1 should have looked like, right? Like, BJ generates a big lead for himself, farming, looking for gank timings, while Shio falls further and further behind in golden experience because he's looking to cover lanes, looking for ganks, taking dragons. Like, Shio has sacked all of his early, like, personal assets in golden EXP, and right here, I just think BDS get a little too Drake, they get the Drake fever a little bit. You know, we got to take this dragon, burst it down. Shio is already so low that they can't really look for fights. They just sacrifice Lebrov so they can secure it. Which at the end of the day is all right. You know, 1 kill for a Drake when BDS won a stack, like, they don't care about Lebrov's life. It literally doesn't matter at the end of the day. But Team Wales are in a much better position, and I still want to highlight Glory and that CS advantage, because we're going to get to a point where that Syndra can do so much burst if Nuke are trying to get caught out.
Yeah. I think especially the fact that Bia got the kill onto Lebrov as well, like, it makes it even more chill that the kill went across. But even still, Team Wales with a bit of a gold advantage. And we're looking towards those team fights. We're looking towards Artemis having an opportunity to pop off a bit. This is a player that is a little bit hyped up coming into the tournament. He, you know, joining this roster, feeling like sort of a focus point for this roster. I want to see a little bit of that. I've been told about that. Game number 1, there was not even remotely a chance of him showing any of that off.
We might get a glimpse of it. First of all, Artemis not doing the lethality build, going for the DPS tack speed option right now. Oh my God, Sparta! Okay,
damage.
Here to play, doing Cassante things, but now both bot lanes full rotate to the top side. We want a bloodbath for the Herald, blood for the Blood God, and both top laners are so low.
Adam's trying to solo kill Sparta, and he's got him under the tower in the meantime. 4v2 for the Drake. True Shot Barrage hits 4 players as Nuke tries to get the flick back, but BJ flashing onto him, forces the flash out from Nuke as well, but BJ might have gone too far for this one, but the prop goes down! The reset can't come on through, but the hook can! And suddenly, Team Wales, they're feeling like an orca!
Team Wales just completely ignore Adam. Doesn't matter, he gets the solo kill on the top side. They run the exact opposite direction. Exactly how they needed to team fight. Glory pumping out so much damage next to Artemis, though both players virtually untouched in the fight. That's what we needed to see. Team Wales are here to play. It all starts with Adam jumping over the wall. Sparta didn't have a ward in the brush and just gets absolutely decimated. Meanwhile, this Arcane Barrage, or the True Shot Barrage, rather, this is like Crowny's Comet, except it's the one that took out the dinosaurs, man. Look at the damage that comes through from this. Like, that is insane. The fact is, Adam was not close enough to the fight for it to matter. BJ realizes that, transforming into the Sejuani to lock up Lebrov, continue looking forward. He does fall at the end, but BA sees the moment to follow up. Artemis dives in with that killer instinct on top of it.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. BDS, off the back of tempo, do still manage to get that Herald for themselves. You know, Team Wales did have to go some resets there. But all things considered, a much, much better showing here to start off game number 2, and BJ wants to keep this ball rolling. Most importantly, Glory picked up 2 of those kills. He's now just snowballed ahead of Nuke. Like, he is dramatically ahead in that mid lane at this point. And Artemis as well, getting a bit of gold influx too.
This is really nice. So both teams have flipped sides of the map, setting up a dive on the top side while plates galore ready on bottom. Now, they can kill this turret. They're going to require like probably 10 autos or something on top of this Herald to bring it down. But now that Lebrov is here, there are options. I just don't think they have the damage to kill Sparta while the turret is still up. So he can squeak on out of that one. Meanwhile, Glory in a lot of trouble. Great ult!
He's knocked back. The flash does dodge away from the flick back. It's a fantastic goal. Adam dives forward, finds the stun. Nuke doesn't have cooldowns as the threaded volley flies in. And Dominus dominates again.
Adam, over and over. When he's on the roams, he always finds the ability to impact the map. That was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, comboed with the Weaver's Wall from Nuke that brought Glory into that direction as well. Really nice stuff.
And I feel like that's 2 kills in a row now. Sparta and then Glory, both of them just not ready for what Adam's bringing to the table. Not ready for the sheer aggression that this player, this patented aggression from Adam.
Yeah, and it all happens, well, I think Team Wales trying to do a little bit too much. They're catching wave top lane, wave bot lane. B&J had started up the Dragon as well, so there wasn't really any coverage on Glory, who thought he was all right. The Weaver's Wall ruins everything, and Shield with the steal in, out, easy as that.
That was stylish, actually. Crowdy with the WQ to burst it down with him. Shio steals the Drake, gets on out of there. It is a Cloud Soul. Not ideal for BDS, but hey, 2 Drakes back-to-back. You're happy with that one?
BDS didn't even end up losing that many turret plates off of it either, so that's 2 gone in the top side. Probably more now that Sparta has no one to stop him here. On that next wave, as he goes for a little proxy to guarantee that he can get just 1 more. But even bot lane, Artemis only got the 2 solo ones, so that's not going to be too disruptive in terms of the overall gold, especially with BDS now up to 2 Drakes again. This is a team that, LEC, I think, got like 17 Dragons in a row back in the spring split. It was part of their crazy run into playoffs. They always put such a focus on those objectives.
It was bonkers, wasn't it? But I just want to quickly point out as well, we've got 2 Triforces coming on through across the board, and I have to say, it saddens me a little bit that this is the first Worlds where we don't have Freak on the cast. It's the first Worlds in a long time where Triforce is like absolutely meta on a lot of champions. Like, we have so much tons of damage, so many tons of damage. And Freak's not here to talk about it. It's depressing. But Adam has to use the Dominus here. Artemis trying to make the play happen. No flash available for Adam, and Artemis kites it out beautifully. He slays the Kraken.
Okay, Artemis. I don't think Adams thought that was even possible, but Artemis just full-on ran into him and deleted the Renekton. All right, the Kraken Slayer finish off. That's insane damage, and that's the guy we wanted to see show up. He didn't have a chance to play the game back in number 1, but now he's just solo killing the enemy top laner? Okay, Team Wales are absolutely in this thing.
They certainly are. Artemis, we heard a lot about him. Showing up now with a beautiful, I mean, a solo kill. How often do you see an AD carry get solo kills at 13 minutes in the game? Often, that's for sure. Fantastic stuff from him. And now, already 1.5 items. He'll be getting close towards that 2nd item as well. And Kai'Sa's one of those champions that when you get the ball rolling like this, it can be monstrous. It is a full-on 1v9 champion. It's a hyper carry in the right hands.
Absolutely. I mean, the ability to choose to dive into the enemy backline when you see an angle that your teammates have opened up for you, or just hit frontline, make use of the passive. Just a really good spot to be in.
MasterCard lane economy snapshot showing that Adam has once again found himself that pretty huge advantage. However, consistently across the rest of the board, it is Team Wales that are ahead. Like, there is every single egg is currently in Adam's basket in terms of those lane leads. Crownie, though, you know, does have that kill for himself, is building up gold himself, just not quite at the same pace that Artemis is.
I like what Team Wales have done. Actually, some of the wards they have. Oh my, Lebrov!
The flash forwards on the Brob, an instant teleport's coming on through. Lebrov needs to get over to his teammates, but Sparta can't really threaten him too much. Crownie has been found and forced to flash. BJ once more gets underneath the turret.
Yeah, important flash there. If he gets tagged by the Kai'Sa W, Artemis is flying in, no hesitation. So he survives there. Good chip damage down onto the turret, but that's what I was saying. Team Wales, they had good vision inside of the enemy jungle. It's now disappeared, but playing very nicely around it while all the chaos is going down bot side. Crowning's probably looking at bot lane to set up a true shot barrage. It's exactly when BJ's jumping on him, forcing all the summoners out. So the bot lane from BDS, no summoners remaining. And there's a dragon fight in a minute and a half. The only flash that's gone from Team Wales is BJ's. This is the golden opportunity to set up for a fight. As a matter of fact, Nuke doesn't even have the first item finished. Sure, that's going to be done in time for the Drake, you would imagine, but he's going to have to find an opening to get a reset. If he doesn't have the gold off of this wave, things will get really challenging for him to find it.
Well, it's going to be a tough situation if he can't.
I honestly think BDS with 2 Drake, they might just give this dragon. I don't think items-wise they're in a good position to fight, and they could trade it for the Rift Herald that's going to be spawning in 15 seconds unless Team Wales decide to fight them here, and then things might get out of control for BDS.
It's one of those things where I feel like it's kind of a risky fight if you go for it, just with how strong Artemis is right now, and the fact that you don't have that mythic in your mid lane.
Yeah, and neither top laner has teleport either, so I don't think BDS can start this up. Sparta, check out your minimap, had Prio in bot side, so he moves up into mid lane first. This is a very different game. Team Wales with full control over the map. They're going to be able to maybe take both objectives because of the desync on the spawns. Maybe just set up for a pick if Shio tries to step in. Shio is on a ward right now. It's good he realizes this because that was almost deadly.
It's great to see this kind of play coming out from Team Wales, though. Not just like, hey, we're kind of ahead in our carries right now, let's force a fight, but like, let's leverage that advantage, let's take control of the game. And like, this cool, calm, collected gameplay, after game number 1, it's great to see them able to fully mentally reset, come into game 2 looking strong.
Now they set a potential dive. Yeah, Nuke can't step up here with the Rift Herald going down. Turret's gonna fall. Adam is still pushing in bot side. So BDS had control over bot side river, now have to react to the Herald in mid. Poke attempt, his shield gets chunked.
Dashes out, does get himself out alive, but hey, second charge acquired. Adam, in the meantime, is trying to get some gold for himself, trying to find that advantage. TP is channeled by Glory. Adam is just sticking around. He really wants this tower. Okay, slice and dice out. But hey, squeezing every bit of value out of his position as he can.
But look at this. Team Wales have given up control over the bot river. Now BDS are the ones walking in. They've got the wall going down. Glory can't get out.
Oh, Glory knocked back once again. These walls have been fabulous from Nuke. And he takes them down. That's Glory out of the picture. I think that was a shutdown, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Drake up. Crownie already starting that one off. And BDS, we've just been saying how Team Wales are in a great spot. And suddenly, BDS, they find themselves the Drake.
That is a huge blunder from Team Wales. I mean, first of all, Glory has flash there. Unless it was 1 second off. Like, he could have gotten away from the Weaver's Wall. But on top of that, deciding to play for the Herald in mid and steal enemy wolves instead of setting up in the bot river gives BDS the 3rd Drake of the game. It allows Adam to get that mega push, and then BDS set up the pick inside the jungle because they just walked in and cleared everything away. That's a massive error from Team Wales. They're still ahead ever so slightly, but now it is go, go, go here with BDS on Soul Point.
Yeah, Wales ahead in gold, but BDS slightly ahead in our win probability there, powered by AWS. They're feeling pretty good in terms of, you know, stacking these Drakes, in terms of the way that the kind of macro matchup has been going.
Yeah, and also the items were massively favoring Team Wales. I didn't quite catch if Nuke had gotten the reset off to finish off the mage item, but I felt like it was dire. Okay, the follow, Artemis!
That's a lot of CC, and that's a lot of damage. BJ grabbing a kill onto Crowdy. Even Ezreal can't survive that kind of onslaught.
All right, PA, that was gnarly. And they just get mid-tier too. The Herald that went down chunked this turret out easily enough.
I feel like we literally just criticized Team Wales for like mispositioning, getting caught out, and then literally the opposite exactly happened.
That's the thing though, is that Team Wales had been playing sort of like a lot of these micro skirmishes very nicely, looking for picks. They've had great vision, all this stuff. The error previously was a larger macro error, in my opinion. Here we have it though, nice little bump. I mean, that is just gorgeous from Nuke.
Absolutely fantastic wall to set up the play. That's twice now that he's got the knockback with the wall as well. But then Crowny trying to go for a recall. He was just spotted on that ward, and there we go. A little slow in the reaction to seeing that ward. Everyone just flies in from across the map. And I feel like this game too, so much closer, and rightly so, because this is our featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz. We were all hoping this was going to be a bit of a banger. We were all hoping to see that VCS spirit coming through from Team Wales. And I feel like we're really seeing it in Game 2.
It is here in Game 2. Artemis has the Navori Quick Blades finish as well. He is doing some serious damage. Team Wales continue to play this pick style, fly at you, burst and get out. It's going to go very, very nicely for them. Right now, though, BDS, look at the investment in terms of control wards on this bot side, or bot side. We're on the top side of the map, aren't we? Yeah, that's where Baron spawns. Okay, on the top side of the map.
Unless we're playing Wild Rift, it's flipped sometimes.
Nice Weaver's Wall just to push them back off the tower, so Artemis can't step up and hit the minions there. So that means free tower in the mid lane. Really good use of the ultimate just to guarantee that one. Although Wales could look for a fight.
Might try and find a way in. Honestly, though, Nuke, his Weaver's Walls have been fantastic this game. Like, I feel like Talia's one of these champions you often see in pro play, and the Weaver's Walls are often the thing that decides whether or not you're a good Talia or a great Talia. And I feel like, so far, Nuke having a fantastic job on those walls in the fight. Smarter, almost getting stunned up there, will walk away with his life. As we just got a straight-up A-Ramp.
I love it. I feel right at home. That's my preferred method of League of Legends. Just all random, all mid, have a good time. Team Wales, though,
the Shy's preferred method of League of Legends. That's how he practices famously.
Look, and me and the Shy, we go way back. Kate or who? No. Me and Shy, I'm the #1 fan. We both play around.
Smoke the whole pack, as they say. BJ,
that's what they say these days. Oh my. Shio's in an interesting position. No one's really here to follow up off of him, but
nobody spotted him either.
Yeah. I wonder, there's a world where they could start 3-hitting on Baron, on Vision, and she was just in the jungle.
Let's hold that thought, because Adam has been caught out. He stepped way too far up, or as the Artemis almost going down there, but still finds the kill. That's twice now that Artemis gets a pick onto Adam in the side lane. BJ stepping in. He's not been spotted just yet. Still hiding away in the brush. BJ now spotted. Labrov is here. The CC is there, but so is BJ. Manages to get over the wall with the ultimate.
Yeah, I think BDS got lost in the sauce there a little bit. Mainly Adam just overextending on the bot side of the map was probably 10-15 seconds ahead of the play, because realistically, with that flank spot from Shio, you just want to start Baron, pull the players into that choke that BA is standing in, and then all of a sudden Shio's hitting 4 people with the ultimate. Like I talked about in draft, the Rel ult plus the Talia double is an insane combination. But because Adam gets overextended, caught earlier, they can't start the Baron, and also going on to BJ, he's just too slippery.
We saw what True Shot Barrage can do to 4 people earlier on with no items. Yeah. Now we've got 2 items on Crowdy. If you can get them stacked up like that, it's perfect.
That's nice. I'll raise you, though. 3 items Runon's Hurricane on Artemis, and this isn't any of that nonsensical double lethality Kai'Sa in the bot side. No, this is a tank killer build right here. The front line, you have 3 melees, they're going to be on top of each other. Runon's bolts hitting everybody.
BDS, they kind of need to get a bit creative on how they're going to approach these fights now. Is Soul has just spawned onto the map. Labrov could be caught, does get stunned, but will walk away with his life. Still leaning towards that Baron for BDS. But at this point, they could, I mean, Team Wales maybe could just send someone to solo the Drake while Baron is contested.
It's a tough spot, though, because Team Wales are sacking side lanes because they need prio and mid to contest the objectives. BDS are under not the same pressure, right? They're the ones on Soul Point. They can give this Drake and trade it for a top lane turret, for pressure on the inhib to start hitting onto the Baron. If they start hitting Baron now, similar to the last fight, where Shio had the flank, Adam can run down through that topside jungle and have a really good pinch. I think that's what BDS are going to look for.
Baron kicked off here, and it could be dangerous for Team Wales. They've got to come contest.
No
They've
blue
got
trinkets.
to get vision. There we go. Blue Trinket just used the last one, so they know it started at very least. BJ wants to move in. Labrov on the front line as Nuke. He's waiting to get that perfect Weaver's Wall. He wants to split the team up, and he'll be able to do so. 3v5 for the pick right here, but BJ trying to get involved. Sparta separates himself from the team as the pullback on Shio. Looking good for Wales so far, but a trade 1-for-1. And now the knockdown comes through. BJ obliterates, and Artemis is here to clean things up. A triple already as Nuke left alone and will be taken down. The Void Seeker won't find its target, but BJ will. The VCS is here to play.
BJ shows up in a big way. That man just tears them apart. Look at this, the Weaver's Wall barely misses Glory. That would have ended the fight right there if they could jump on. We're between the Scatter of the Weak and then eyes on BJ here. They burst the front line. BJ transforms into the Rel, and then look at that. The triple stun off the Q, the knock-up jumping on in there, and then just picking up player after player. Ezreal extends forward to get that damage down, can re-transform back in. That is a phenomenal fight from BJ to lead.
I mean, the combo of the Rel crash down into the Viego ult on 3 people. It's like the amount of damage, the amount of value he got out of that ult combo right there. BJ taking over the fight, and now 4,000 gold lead in favor of Team Wales. They finally, it feels like, have control. It's been a long time since it felt like they were in control of this game.
Already 2,000 up with Red Bull Baron power play. Team Wales full control over the map. They also stalled out the Soul from happening from BDS. With the pressure of the Baron, surely they can stop it a second time as well. That just hunts down a control ward. That's all he can fight at the moment. He has been thoroughly tamed in this game.
He certainly has. Feels like Team Wales figured out how to play around him a little bit. Then it was needed. It was absolutely needed, but great flexibility for this team, right? To be able to come into game number 2, completely change the way that they're approaching this game and succeed. Shio is taking an absolute beating from this poke.
It is brutal. And now, like, the amount of damage Artemis does, as long as his front line keeps players in front of him that he can free hit, there is no chance BDS can lose a team fight. Here we go.
He comes in, Nuke's arriving as well. Adam will be on the scene, and he dives straight onto Artemis. Oh, Zonyas comes out on 1 HP. Can Artemis survive this one? He flashes into the rest of the team. Sparta sacrificing himself to get his team out of dodge. Artemis, I have no idea how he lived that.
That is ridiculous. The stopwatch saves his life, flashes on out of there. That's a 700 gold shutdown on top of the kill gold you would have gotten there. And if that had gone into the hands of Crowning or Nuke, BDS might have been able to fight back, but Sparta does exactly what you say, sacrifices himself. And now they're back in the thick of things. Glory TP's in.
Gonna be in trouble for now as Xiao trying to escape as well. Drake not up for another minute and a half, so BDS will be able to get away. I think Glory wanting to find more out of that TP.
They still want it. They have full vision of the jungle. BJ's on a warpath right now.
He is, but he's also kind of lonely on that warpath. The rest of the team not really close enough to follow up, just takes a good chunk, has to back away.
Still though, I mean, this Baron play didn't really amount to much of anything. They were up 1,800 off of the team fight. Now have lost 700 because Crowning's just been free farming on the top side. Team Wales went a little bit of hunting, and the great teleport Weaver's Wall play here from BDS just saves this Baron play. It neutralizes it entirely. Adam with a great flash forward. The damage is barely not connecting. And then,
Glory.
oh yeah, Sparta, what a save, man.
Glory as well. Scatter the weak onto Adam. Pushes him away. One more auto would have done the trick. Glory literally saving his
I literally couldn't see the Syndra orbs underneath all of the particles. I don't think BDS saw them either.
I'm not even sure if it was a stun or if it literally just pushed Adam away, like far enough away that the auto attack couldn't come through. It doesn't really matter. What matters is he saved the day, he kept Artemis alive, and he kept Team Wales with their advantage.
2 big objectives coming up. 30 seconds on Drake. I don't think BDS can fight that. Look at the vision. Team Wales have full control. BDS are going to flip the map and play for topside pressure. Maybe they could even hit that inhibitor tower, get some pressure in there. They also are going to put down deep vision inside the enemy jungle with just 2 minutes ahead of the Baron buff. It's very important that they're in a good position to fight for that. Last time, kind of threw around there. Team Wales won a fantastic fight. BDS can't let it happen again.
Now, this time around, BDS don't have the opportunity to leverage the Drake pressure, right? They're just going to go for some resets here. Accept the Team Wales, get a second Cloud Drake for themselves. And we kind of reset to 0 for a little bit here, where we've got a bit of a gold lead, but the Drake lead is kind of diminished at this point. We've got 2 minutes until Baron, and we're getting to the point where all of the carries are starting to get multiple items. All of the carries are starting to get to like that late game team fight stage.
Right now it's a sprint for big items. Can you get them in 90 seconds? Can we even get Sparta here? He's going to be running, but that's a Weaver's Wall.
Flash is available. I don't know if he'll be able to get over there. Does dodge. Oh, nice little flash. Gets creative, but he's dashed into 5 players, so a little unfortunate.
It's not worth... Oh, he actually did use the flash. I was going to say it's not worth using the flash. You can respawn, have that for the Baron fight. But yeah, I was going to say big items. Gargoyle, Stoneplate, finish off. Can BJ get a Guardian Angel? That would be large. Cerulda's Grudge just completed for Crownie, so that's going to be big. And Nuka's working towards his 3rd. At the same time, Artemis is so far ahead of the curve and has just been sitting on 3.5 items for a long time. So if he gets a reset off in the next few seconds, that could be yet another big purchase on top of the red buff that's up for grabs.
Yeah, Crownie with that Tiamat as well, so his wave clear will be that much better too. And our eyes move towards this Baron area, right? 40 seconds until it comes up. BDS currently in the area looking for vision.
It's just a GA full from Artemis, so that's the thing you have to worry about. 2 stopwatches on Team Wales as well. So all of the active effects are in favor of Team Wales. That's where we have to check in on flashes. No flash on Adam, no flash on Sparta. Artemis's flash is going to be coming back right around the time that Baron spawns. So Team Wales not in too bad of a position here, as long as Artemis can get that flash back online.
Luckily for BDS, Adam's flash is like synced up with Artemis because he literally flashed on Artemis in the last fight, causing Artemis to flash. So, good little flick back on BJ. He'll get out with his life though. Shio once again trying to get cheeky with it, but spotted in Pixel Brush. They'll clear that ward, and BDS maintaining vision control. Team Wales fighting for this mid prio. It feels tense here, Ender.
It absolutely does. Team Wales just want to stall for about 30 more seconds so that Kai'Sa flash can get back online. Take mid-prio. Look at the wards. They have wards on the blue buff, on the wolves, on everything. They can see the approach from BDS, and that makes it so hard for Shio to accomplish anything. If Shio's going to find a big ult, it needs to come off of a flank or off of the Weaver's Wall setup. That's what Nuke is looking for. Check out his positioning in top lane. He's looking for an angle where he can pinch Team Wales in river, potentially.
If you can find that angle, but so far Team Wales have been disciplined. They've been working together, but they've been staying as a group.
There's no rush.
And remember, BCS not managing to get a win so far in the tournament. Team Wales, this is not just about them staying in this best of 3. This is about getting VCS as a region on the board here at Worlds.
I think Nuke has a purchase here. He just went for the reset. Let's check it out. No, just another Needlessly Large Rod. No Rabadons coming online just yet.
I mean, as far as tier 1 items go, that's still pretty big.
That's not bad. You're right.
But it's no death cap, is it? It's no death cap. We would love to finish that big damage item off, but I will say a lot of the value Nuke's been bringing so far this game has been the Weaver's Wall. You see the gold difference. Still, I mean, it's been in favor of Team Wales for basically half, if not more, of this game at this point.
It's been so close, though, right? Team Wales just been holding on to that 2,000 or 3,000 goal lead for a long, long time, not letting it slip, but not turning it into much else either. BDS did a really good job of stopping the last Baron with a good team fight, but here we go. Team Wales want to fight. Artemis needs to be able to hit targets. If he can, I don't think BDS can stop him.
Just get burned through this one. Oh, True Shot Barrage. Does it go for it? Oh, it couldn't have been closer. But the smite is there for BJ. The smite is good. And BDS, they just get the Baron taken off of them like candy from a baby.
Highway robbery. Okay. Easy Baron, easy reset, all good. 1 minute on the Drake. I guess that's where BDS are going to draw the line, but can you actually do that against the Baron pressure in mid and in bot lane? It's not going to be so simple for them. Crownie stealing away the blue is a very nice pickup, and I actually think BDS just want a full wait for their next items, right? They need Hydra on Crownie, they want the Rabadons on Nuke, because their damage is kind of lacking. They have a ton of upfront burst damage, but when you compare a Talian and Ezreal to just free-firing auto attacks from that Kai'Sa, it is just not going to be close.
Adam trying to clear the wave here, but BJ charging on forwards, and nobody's here. It's only Adam on the tower.
Guys?
This might just be an inhib tower taken. Great hook onto Adam, forces him away, and the inhib tower is just... I feel like there's 2 objectives in a row where Team Wales just kind of waltz in and take it.
The BDS are just waving the flag right now. I don't really know. They did just get the rabbit on, so I think the initial read is right, but they're not going to be able to fight for this dragon. That's going to mean Team Wales, after losing the first 3 Drakes of the game, are on soul point, and that's 3 uncontested souls. Now, yes, that is the buffer room you give yourself when you go for the 6.5-minute Drake every game. Shio loves to do that. But now, so much more on the line for them as they've pretty freely given away 2 Barons now. Yes, they've traded it for a lot inside the enemy jungle. Sort of checking out levels right now. It's pretty even across the board, just 2-level lead for BJ, who now has the Guardian Angel finished off as well.
And, I mean, the Baron power play, a surprisingly small amount of gold coming out of that one, 450.
Just like
so
last time, actually.
On the Red Bull Baron power play. And I have to say, you know, 2 Barons now, still no inhibitor taken for Team Wales. Kind of like we do need a little bit more throughput on getting these neutral objectives and using that Baron buff to buy more space on the map. Speaking of space on the map, they might have just found some in the form of a dead Adam here. Shield comes on through. Can they chase it out? Killer Instinct underneath the tower, and Artemis dives Adam once again. And we found the answer to Adam. It is Artemis.
It's Artemis, and B has found so many of these picks as well. They are absolutely on a roll. You're questioning, how do they make use of this Baron? They've got 25 more seconds. That bot inhib is in a lot of trouble. They can tank up here. They got the cannon behind them. This might just be 2 inhibs off of 1 pick onto Adam.
Fantastic moment for Team Wales, for the BCS in general. As they charge on forward, Sparta finding the fight. The hook comes out from Bia as well. Sparta's the one to go down, and actually they didn't get any kills just yet. Shio there, but down goes Nuke. Glory finding his pick. Crowny still full HP right now. True Shot Barrage blocked by the shield as Artemis has to flash out and play. Bean J dives in, low on HP. GA will be propped, and Crowny is still going strong. Crowny wants to keep himself in this game, diving forwards, but he doesn't have the damage to finish kills. TP's coming on in. Nuke, Adam, both available, but Nuke not currently alive as Artemis is in trouble. Diving on in, the Croc is there, but they can't find the kills. Everyone 100 HP between the goalposts. Oh, it's disaster as Bia trying to escape now, being chased down. The scan, the wig, and the hook on the wall. How the hell did they get away with that?
Glory just disrespected BDS again and again and again. BDS are the weak, and he pushes them back. He doesn't care, man. Team Wales, they just wanted to end the game. Look at Sparta. What a play from him. Double scat of the week. The damage is coming in. And while Glory flashes in to finish off Nuke, it was not a simple fight. Crowny is doing so much poke, but the way that Team Wales are playing in and out around the Ezreal, no one's ever in threat of dying. BeamJ out of the fight, then enters off of the GA. They did get double GA pops, but Crowny just can't finish off a kill. BeamJ walks in to tank for Artemis. They're just dancing together. And then here's Scat of the Week #1. All right, Adam jumps on in here, gets in the middle of everything. Glory saves it to hit 2 players. Then Artemis dodges away from the True Shot Barrage. That's gorgeous. Here's another Scat of the Week. BA surely dies here, but that play stops Adam from getting the slice and dice through the minion wave that would have gotten the kill.
It's so insane. Glory just denying everything. Even before the big ones we saw onto Adam, he actually got a Scat of the Week onto Crowny that denied him following up onto the stun on Art. So it's like there was even more of them. And I mean, the win probability powered by AWS looking pretty good right now for Team Wales. It's slightly less than it was when they took that inhib and looked like they were going to win the game. Still looking good for both Team Wales and for the VCS.
This next fight is about to go stupid. It's about to go crazy, man. We got 40 seconds on the Baron. BDS gave it last time. They're not going to let that happen again. And nobody has summoners. There's not a flash on the Rift. No one's going to have it up in time either. So it's time to look.
Oh, the knockback onto Adam. He's pulled into the enemy team. He's got a bit of sustain, though. Walks away with his life for now. Lebrov not so lucky. Artemis charges in for a second. Crowny jumping forwards, but that might have been a mistake as he's shut down. Shio is there. They know it's over. Artemis, we were told that this man can carry games, and my God, what a performance on Kai'Sa.
Team Wales got tired of waiting around, and Nuke got tired of playing the game, man. Just full on sends it in. I guess he was trying to snipe the minion wave, but that is it. Team Wales bounce back. They play an honest game of League of Legends. None of that Darius nonsense in the top lane. And it's Artemis who destroys BDS.
Team Wales coming in looking huge, looking like the biggest mammal on the planet right here.